Sonic the Hedgehog is a new movie directed by Jeff Fowler, and this film stars James Marsden, Jim Carrey, and Ben Schwartz is the voice of Sonic. And Sonic the Hedgehog all revolves around this character named Sonic who leaves his home world and has been living on Earth for 10 years. And after a freak accident when an EMP disrupts all the electronics within the entire world that's caused by Sonic, the government turned to Mr. Robotic to try to investigate the situation. Mr. Robotic, his main goal is to exterminate the very thing that causes EMP, and Sonic the Hedgehog turns to a human character named Tom to try to help him and keep him away from Mr. Robotic. And we have our movie Sonic the Hedgehog. The amount of work that this film has done, like in the beginning stages of the production of this movie, they released the character to the masses of the public, and the public criticized the design that they gave this movie. So what they decided in this movie, full disclosure, the director decided to put the production on hold, so therefore he can have his team to redesign the character. And then when they redesigned the character, the public, the fans, were praising the design. And I was one of those people that was praising the design. I just have to praise the studio for putting amount of work of redesigning a character to our liking. That is true commitment to the fans. I really love that. But did this pay off? I had to say that after watching this movie, it definitely paid off. One of the first things I want to talk about before I begin this review is the redesign of the character. The redesign for this character looked pretty good while watching this movie. Watching this movie, it was astonishing. The redesigning for his character and the action sequences was amazing. I was just blown away from the action sequences and the visuals among that. This was a beautiful looking movie. Beautiful lighting, it was brightful colors, the scenery was just immaculate. Usually for movies that I praise at all, I mean that shit. But man, I really want to talk about that third act. The third act of this movie was amazing. There was a confrontation sequence between Eggman and Sonic, and I was at the edge of my seat. I was cheering. It was beautiful to look at. I had to say that the voice talent from Ben Schwartz did a wonderful job of voicing the character of Sonic. And I did like the character development with his character. In this movie, you get an understanding of why he had to leave his homeworld. You understand the tragedy of that. In the film, he's suffering loneliness. He's been on Earth for about 10 years. Been on Earth about all by himself. You feel for his character, you feel sorry for his character, you kind of want to give this character a hug because this movie does a really good job of developing that relationship between the audience and this character, which I really had to admire. The performances from James Marsden's character, he plays a character named Tom in this movie, and he does a good job with his performance, and I did like the chemistry between the Sonic and the human character. I like the camaraderie and how they bounce back and forth with one another. Joke-wise, the film was funny, and the film has some jokes that I was laughing at. The performances from James Marsden and Ben Schwartz, who plays the voice of Sonic, they did a wonderful job in this movie, but I gotta tell you the highlight in this whole entire movie is Jim Carrey. Jim Carrey plays the villain, Mr. Robotic, aka Eggman. This is true Jim Carrey back in form. He was over the top, but it was the Jim Carrey over the top we also love. He really showed commitment to his role. I really loved his performance. It took a moment for me to get accustomed to him being over the top, but it definitely worked with this movie. This film is made for kids, and this film has some jokes that the kids can laugh at, and this film has some jokes that the adults can laugh at, but also if you are a die-hard Sonic fan, this film has some Easter eggs that you will definitely love. And this film also gives the audience 2 end credit scenes, so you definitely got to stay after the credits to see what they are. And in the second end credit scene, the theater cheered. It was thunderous applause. I want Sonic 2. They need to make a sequel. I am excited for it. Some of the Sonic action sequences revolving around his speed is quite similar to Quicksilver's action sequences in the X-Men films. And the character is getting ready to activate his speed. Everything around him is slow-mo. But yes, this film is not perfect in my eyes. This movie is still an entertaining film. Other than that, the few details I had to talk about is a few story beats. Like, this is just a nitpick in a way. Like, there is like a few story beats in this movie where it doesn't land like on an emotional level the way I wanted to. Like, there are some moments where the film could have gave some real true grit to the character Sonic. Another small layer issue I have in this movie is a small issue, the same issue I had in Power Rangers. When a film tries to like advertise a certain product or a certain business or a certain company, and they use that company in certain references within the dialogue. And I'm just like, okay, are you just trying to advertise this company in a nonchalant manner, or I feel like you're doing too much? And then the film tries to go over the top by using it as a joke in a few times, and I'm just like, I'm kind of getting out of it a little bit. But other than that, this film was entertaining. It has some amazing visuals, like the type of visuals you can just crop on your phone, crop on your screen as a wallpaper. This film is beautiful. This is a movie I absolutely enjoyed, and I feel like this is a film you absolutely will need to check out this Valentine's Day. So yes, I'm going to give Sonic the Hedgehog a Christian Bale Batman. This was definitely one of the better films of 2020. Definitely one of my favorites thus far. I had to give this movie good praise, and I'm ready for Sonic 2. So guys, that's my review of Sonic the Hedgehog. What are your thoughts on Sonic the Hedgehog? Comment below and let's talk about it, and I'll see you guys in the next review. And also, I did a review of the photograph, so definitely check out that review. I'll leave a link in the boxes somewhere around here. So thank you for watching. If you like everything you see and you agree, subscribe to my channel and join me in the Batman family. I'll have more Batman-tastic reviews on the way. You have been warned. Till then, ciao. Holy mackerel.